Have you ever noticed that money problems hit hardest at night? It's 3 a.m., you're staring at the ceiling, your phone is face down, and your brain is running horror movies on repeat. What if my car breaks? What if I lose my job? What if something goes wrong tomorrow? Now here's the real question. What if there was one specific number that could shut most of those thoughts up for good? Most people think financial milestones are fake, like someone just picked random numbers to make everyone else feel behind. $1 million, 6 figures, financial freedom. Sounds like marketing, right? But here's the twist. Some numbers actually do change how your brain works. And the first real shift doesn't happen at $100,000. It happens much earlier. That number is $10,000. Not flashy, not sexy, but psychologically powerful. And no, it's not because you can suddenly buy expensive stuff. Most people who reach this number don't change their lifestyle at all. The change happens internally, quietly, permanently. Let's rewind for a second. What does life look like without savings? You're in a grocery store calculating cereal prices. Your friends invite you out, and you invent excuses because $25 ruins your weekly budget. Every unexpected expense feels like a threat. You're not planning life, you're defending yourself from it. That's what living paycheck to paycheck really is. Not just low income, constant mental pressure. Every decision feels risky. Every mistake feels fatal. You're stuck in survival mode, and survival mode is terrible for long-term thinking. Now here's where $10,000 changes everything. The first shift isn't spending power, it's risk tolerance. When you have zero savings, every move feels dangerous. New job? Scary. New city? Impossible. Even a vacation feels irresponsible. But with $10,000 in the bank, you're not reckless, you're calm. You can ask for a raise. You can invest in a course. You can say no to bad offers. The safety net doesn't make you stupid. It gives you permission to think beyond tomorrow. Your body reacts too, literally. Financial security lowers cortisol, your main stress hormone. That means fewer panic reactions, better sleep, clearer thinking. Money doesn't just change your bank account, it changes your nervous system. Think about a check engine light. With no savings, it's a countdown to disaster. Panic, credit cards, borrowing, shame. With $10,000 saved, it's annoying, not terrifying. That shift from panic to annoyance is life-changing. And here's the secret nobody talks about. Most of the benefit doesn't come from spending the money. It comes from knowing it's there. That's the emergency fund effect. Peace of mind beats any purchase. People don't use $10,000 for emergencies. They use it for opportunities, education, better moves, business ideas, or simply the mental space to focus on earning more instead of surviving. Confidence changes everything. You negotiate better. You walk away from bad deals. You stop acting desperate. And desperation is expensive. Confidence attracts better outcomes, financially and socially. Now let's be real. $10,000 sounds impossible if you're struggling to save $100. But the hardest part isn't the money. It's the identity shift. Savers don't try to save. They are savers. Once that identity clicks, everything gets easier. The first $1,000 is brutal. The next is easier. By $5,000, habits are automatic. Momentum replaces willpower. And mathematically, $10,000 is powerful. Most financial disasters cost less than that. Car repairs, medical bills, short-term job loss. Once you hit this number, you're immune to most shocks that trap people in poverty cycles. The biggest change? How you see money. It stops being something that disappears. It becomes a tool, a multiplier. That's when investing, side hustles, and long-term planning finally make sense. Here's a mind-bender. Someone with $10,000 saved is closer to financial freedom than someone earning double with no savings. Because wealth isn't about income, it's about control. $10,000 won't make you rich, but it gives you breathing room. And breathing room is where good decisions are born. So if your balance looks depressing right now, relax. Start small. Stay consistent. Because the person you become while saving your first $10,000 is worth more than the money itself. If this video helped reframe how you think about money, subscribe. More clarity, less stress, better decisions. I'll see you in the next one.